Welcome back to Real on the Real. I'm Dior.
I'm Uchenna.
We're missing IJ again, but we're just going to
Mhm.
keep the show going.
Yes, let's go.
So tonight we're going to talk to you about Married at First Sight, season 13, episode 11.
Okay.
Again, we have more drama.
Again, it's that roller coaster.
like switching and rotating the couples that we have the drama with.
Right. Yes. And it's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot, but it keeps me I'm really anxious for the next
Right. That's true.
Wednesdays because I know something is going to happen and it's going to be good.
Mhm. Definitely.
So we're going to get started with Johnny and Belle.
Oh my Lord. I'm done with Johnny. I'm done. Something's wrong with him, right?
But Belle!
Well, she told that one lie, but that's it. Okay, she did lie. She wasn't gourmet cooking, but that's it. I honestly don't understand why people lie unnecessarily. Like that really gets on my nerves, you know. So, but he has done 100 million times things worse to her. So that was like this big compared to what he's been doing to her. So he needs to calm down. Okay, she lied about cooking. Let's not make it like she lied about something big, you know?
Let's start at the beginning of their adventures in the episode. So
Okay.
they're talking, I don't know if it was like a dinner or they were in the
Remember they started on the plane.
oh
Yeah. In the very beginning, they started on the plane and they went skydiving.
okay. I didn't know it was their first thing. Okay. So
Yeah.
yes. For their 1 month anniversary, they
Mhm.
decided to go skydiving. That's one of Bal's bucket list items.
Right.
So they decided to do that.
Mhm.
I would not do that with someone I've only known for 4 weeks. I don't care if you're
I
my
wouldn't do that ever. So,
because I was thinking, and maybe this is bad for me to think, but I was like, I don't know if this person on my back has a suicide wish. Like maybe he's like, I'm not gonna pull the parachute, and I gotta go with them. Like I just don't trust anybody
right.
except for God with my life. So
Exactly.
yeah, but they did it. They have fun.
Mhm. I was like, okay, they're doing good. They're having fun.
I would
Yeah.
say this whole episode, I just felt like Johnny was not feeling bad. Because
No, he wasn't.
she was so excited and she ran over to him afterwards to give him a kiss. He didn't seem like he was into it.
No.
I just,
He has mental issues. I'm sorry. Like something is not right. How is someone's happiness a turnoff? She does act like a little babyish, like just come here and give me a hug. That's a little babyish, but it's not enough to be like I don't like you.
but do you think, okay, let's keep going and then
Mhm.
do our little assessment because
Okay.
I watched some of the unfiltered.
Okay.
Now I have kind of a different perspective
Oh,
on them, so I'll share that. But
okay.
so then they went to dinner, was it? Um,
Mhm.
and then that's when they started talking. I guess he was saying that who was it that said that they needed more someone to initiate. I felt like they were both saying that they
Yeah,
need.
they were both saying it. Yeah, and wasn't Johnny saying that he wants more passion and more fire? Is that what he was saying?
Yes.
And
And
then. Mhm.
so I think what Val said was they both have in the past benefited from other people initiating things in a relationship. So neither of them, I guess, either had the experience or the comfort level to
Mhm.
initiate. Um,
Right.
and we do know that Johnny wanted someone that was really clingy. So, maybe that's what he's
Mhm.
looking for.
Right.
And,
So mhm.
she probably wants to feel desired.
Tired. So do you think they only had sex that one night after they played the game?
No,
Okay.
no, wait, you talking about when they did those love cards?
Right. And they got turned on.
And then I think that this past week, when they were doing the different she licked his belly button and stuff.
Oh, right. Okay. They probably okay.
The way he explained it is like, okay, so this is what he said. He wants it to build up. So he wants like there to be some flirting in the morning, maybe some little texts that are a little racist.
Okay. That's fair.
He wants to feel that he wants to anticipate like sex. He said it's like kind of flat all day and then bam, they have sex.
Okay. All right.
He just really wants it to build up throughout the day, which I guess I can understand, but it's not probably gonna be like that every single day.
No.
Like, so maybe she could give it to him once a week or twice a week.
I think that's fair, and she should do that, like flirty texts and all that other stuff. But then,
if he could initiate it, then she could continue on.
Right.
Something you want, get it started. Now, if she
exactly
go and she doesn't get the hint, you know, that might be one thing. But if you're not even trying, and
how's she supposed to know?
Right.
You know, so yeah. And I think she wants him to act like he desires her. You know, that was pretty sad when she was like, you know, I'm telling you all these emotional things and personal things. And I was hoping that you would hug me. And she was like, I guess that I was hoping for too much. And he was like, yeah, you were, or something like that.
He said that she didn't ask because she's afraid of rejection. And he was saying something like, yeah, I would have rejected you. Because you know what? After he said that, I was like, did I hear that right? Or
right, I know, me too. Because she didn't react. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
She
just kept going.
Yeah. And like when she was saying that, he wasn't emotional at all. He wasn't like, oh yeah, sorry. I next time I'll try. I'll hug you.
Let me just like, Johnny is done with Val. He is over. He checked out.
Johnny was checked out a while ago because Johnny don't know how to be with no one. He is like crazy.
I mean, I think
he's emotionally unstable.
Ryan, he has unrealistic expectations for a marriage. Like it's not gonna
for a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Like he really turned me off the whole episode. She has her issues for sure, but it's not compared to him. He needs to go through counseling.
And I thought about this a little bit because I'm like, even with the Ryan and Brett situation, I'm just like, well, what is it? Like you said, like the giddiness can't be it. But I do really think that what he said about like, I just think if you're like a fun loving person, it's really hard when the person that you're with just takes the fun out of everything. Being so serious about everything.
Yeah.
And you know, like some things, like he said, are just to flirt or to have fun. And if you never get that, I can understand just being really frustrated. He just doesn't know how to communicate that. Now, when I was watching the Unfiltered, he mentioned basically who she is on camera is not who she is off camera. He said she'll say certain things in front of the experts on the camera, and then when it's off the camera, she'll just like obsess over what, you know, how it makes her look.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And like when he was saying that in the Unfiltered, like when he's on the Unfiltered, he's just so like real about his feelings. And like, because I try to look at it and see like, did they choose to stay together? Because I think they're supposed to try to stay neutral and talk about the show in the moment. I don't think they're together, and I think he's just completely done with her because he's like, I want to see the one for tonight because
he said the same thing at the restaurant. Remember when he left and was standing outside, and then Jose came and he said, you know, the bow that she's presenting in front of you is not the bow that I see at home or off camera. And I thought that he was just saying that to like make excuses for himself, but maybe that's true.
No, but did you see the way she came out of the restaurant and just pretended like nothing happened? I believe
like he wasn't upset. Yeah, I saw that.
Up and she was just like, she had already gotten an Uber and she's just kind of ignoring, oh, I think it's time for us to go. I completely believe him, like that she just, because she doesn't want to, you know, show them falling apart. So like, oh, we need to get out of this situation because I don't, you know.
Why do you think that she lied about cooking gourmet meals. That doesn't even matter.
I,
Like I don't get it.
okay, so I think she's like wants to be perceived as perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's self-proclaimed perfect. She's a self-proclaimed perfectionist. So
Mm-hmm.
I think even just like putting that extra sauce on those words, like, cause she could have just said, "I cook dinner every night," but the
Right, right.
be gourmet.
Yeah, and I bake and all this other stuff.
I think it's
Yeah, so yeah, I can see she's trying to be perfect.
her making it sound like, oh, I'm doing everything and he's
Mm,
not doing anything, you know?
right, right.
And I mean, I think, yeah, he was just done.
He's done so.
Let me just get up. Like, I really appreciate
But
that.
he looked like he was about to have a nervous breakdown sitting there. Like I don't know why he couldn't have just said, about you're not going to
You
go
know,
man me.
somebody was lying on you.
I
you
would say something.
you already have complicated feelings about them, and
Yeah.
they're lying on you. Like you just feel like you're about to burst, and he probably didn't want to go off on her in front of everybody in front of the cameras. And so I do respect the fact that he was like, well, let me just talk to her first, because he's probably like, what the F is happening? What is she talking about? He was just like tearing the little petals off.
Roses. He was mutilating them.
I don't know.
There's no hope for them. I thought after last week that there might be, but they're too different. They're too different. They're too the same.
Mhm.
They're just not meshing.
Yeah. And
And
the communication, I don't think is 100% there. Like, I mean, he's kind of saying what he wants, but I don't think he's like really communicating whatever the issue is.
and are they really living together? Because remember when they showed that clip of him cooking, and he was like, "I left for work, and when I came back, she came over." What does she mean? What did he mean by she came over?
I
She
wonder
baked it.
because he's like a batch. He made her a bachelor meal. Yeah, I think he was at.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
So
not.
they're not even living together? I don't like that mess. They need to be living together.
I'm not sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
and that could be another front that she's trying to put on that they are,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe they're
Mm-hmm.
not. I don't
Yeah.
know,
I
but
don't know either.
and good.
Yeah. Mhm.
But yeah, so I think that's it for.
Yeah, I think that's it for them. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now I want to move on to my favorite couple, Gil and Mirla. Like,
My God, what a mother effing shocker are they? Like they were like 100% not gonna make it. Now it seems like 100% they are gonna make it.
for sure. First of all, I like that they do their confessionals together sometimes.
Yeah, that's nice.
I mean, they should be one of the experts. Like,
No, Gil should be one of the experts. He's killing it.
he
He
is.
gives such good advice and he sees right through people and is straightforward and asks them a question like blah 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 blah. And they don't get mad at him because of the way that he put the question together and they're just like, okay, blah blah blah. And they spill the beans. He's really good.
So I loved. So okay, I know we're skipping around, but when they went to dinner, everyone was walking into dinner, and I think Pastor Cal was like doing a voiceover, and they were saying like they want the couples to like talk about their issues and get advice from or give advice to the people that need it. I felt like they were talking about Gil and Mirla, and
Yeah.
they were sitting at the head of the table, like at the dinner table.
You
That
know, Mirla is really docile with him.
he is, and that's what
She
I know.
really is. So she is really feeling his manliness, his
Yes.
strength. Because she's like,
But when
like,
your husband is like giving other people advice and he's like treating you right too, like that's a turn on. You know what I'm saying? Like that he's like introspective and he can,
he's smart.
yeah,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
she is just a
Yeah.
love.
She's like, I found a pot of gold. Because she
Yeah.
did. Because he can also put up with her nonsense too.
Call
And yeah.
her out and do it in a way where she doesn't get upset.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
She kind of even likes. She
yeah.
likes that. So she needed that strong but gentle man, and he's definitely that. So yeah, I think they're gonna make it.
Yes.
Yeah, and he's making me kind of like her. you know?
I do like her. I think
I mean, I don't know if I like her yet.
I
I mean,
like
she
her.
doesn't really have a personality,
She's
you
very
know?
introverted, but she
Mm-hmm.
communicates that. Like every time they not force them, but they have them do things together. She's just,
Right.
I'm doing it, but I
Mm-hmm.
really wouldn't do this again. But the fact that she's doing it
Mm-hmm.
is like awesome. So they went
Right.
salsa dancing, and
Right.
like she's kind of flirting with him, teasing him, and
Right.
like it was just really cute.
Right.
She He planned a really nice date for her
Oh,
for
I know that was so cute.
so
Yeah, it was
she
really
did
thoughtful.
that. And then she planned a romantic night for him, but
Uh-huh.
he still had gifts for her. He had those little t-shirts, and she was so excited to put on a t-shirt, like
That's so surprising.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was just really sweet.
That's probably the first time a guy has done that for her. So that's probably why she was so excited.
That's like watching the unfilters. That's one thing. I think that's one thing that she kind of communicated that made me see her a little differently. She said that, like, yes, she likes nice things, but she said she's never asked anyone to get her those nice things. So, like, she's never,
Been a gold digger.
yeah, she's never like said anything about his salary in a way that made him feel like he
Yeah.
couldn't provide for
Cool.
her. She was just like, I will never ask him to do these things for me. I do them for myself because I want to and I can't.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I was just like, you know what? That's a valid point. She's not
Right.
expecting him to, provide for her in the
The
way that
way
she
that
wants to
she
do.
does. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that was good. And she even asked for a pooper scooper.
I know, but she didn't like the pooper scooper he got. But
Yeah,
I thought that was cute. I thought that was a nice pooper scooper.
Lisa. But
Right.
that means she's gonna walk the dog.
Dog, yeah. She's trying. She's really trying. And she's changing too. So, like, kudos for them.
Every time I
I
say,
think they will last. And then we'll get to see them on couples cam.
you know what? I don't think she'll do couples cam because I just don't think she likes being, like she's very introverted. So I
Mhm.
think I think they'll just like, live out their marriage, in
I
private.
think he would like to do couples cam. I can see him because he doesn't really.
Probably.
Well, he's a firefighter, so like he'll probably quit that and try to do entertainment stuff or something like that.
Maybe. Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, just love them, love them, love them.
Yeah, I know they're good.
Um, oh, okay. Let's talk about Brett and Ryan.
Yeah,
This episode is so sad for me because
I felt so bad for Brett. Like she is getting nothing from Ryan, and Ryan's just not attracted to her,
um,
and you can't fault him for that.
her dog.
Oh,
So
that's what you're gonna say? Oh, yeah, yeah, that was sad. That was sad.
I didn't feel like he was there for her in the way that he could have been because he was like, "Oh, this is the first time I really talked to her all day," and I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Since he said he's experienced it before, I thought he could have been there for her a
More
little.
caring.
But yeah. I mean, goodness, like she's like she's gonna leave her heart open, but
It's wide open, and I think it's gonna get crushed. He's just not feeling it. And it's weird that he's losing attraction to her. Like usually your attraction will grow, but he's like he feels less attracted to her since the day of the marriage than in the day of the marriage.
I wonder
So
what it is.
I
The
don't
one
know.
thing that I noticed today is that her eyes are gorgeous. Like
Yeah.
really,
Hmm.
I think he said that before, but I was just like, I never really paid attention. But today I saw it, and but yeah, I don't. What is it?
Yeah. What
He
happened?
says it's not a physical thing. He says it's like more of just like how he's feeling about her, which I think may be her personality.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
She seems like she's
Normal. She seems fun,
yeah,
right? She seems normal, you know. And he's not a ball of energy or a ball of fun.
or
So
anything. He's not about anything.
so I don't know what he's expecting. Maybe she's too like grown up and serious and he's used to like flirty girly girls. I don't know. I just don't know.
I'm just over him because I think it's frustrating for you to not be able to communicate what it is you're looking for, or what you're needing, or what you're missing.
Right. Yes.
It's
Yeah.
like, really, at this point, we're married. So you need to be able to point out what you need for this marriage to work out.
And if you're not attracted to her, be honest.
Mhm.
Like, don't say it's not physical when if it is, you need to be honest so she knows where she stands. Because if it's not physical, then if it's physical, there's nothing she can do about it. But he might get over it once their relationship builds and grows. But
So
yeah.
I have one question. Do you think it might be similar to Johnny's situation, where he may be looking for her to initiate something and she's not? And so
I don't think so. Because remember, she was like, I'm ready to have sex, but he's not really initiating anything.
yeah, but
So,
he's looking for her to initiate. Like, what if that's something he's used to? What if she's not like touchy feely or really, hands on, and that's what he's looking for, and then he friend zoned her?
right. Well, he should definitely tell her.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel bad for her. I think she's gonna get hurt.
Yeah, it's hard because it's like, oh yeah, he's a nice guy, but he's
Right. Yeah. I know. I agree.
here to like be rejected, or for a relationship to fail when the person actually did something bad. Which, hold on, we may find out that he did something bad, because it sounds like he's on a dating app or something from the
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
so we'll see.
True.
And then our last couple
Mm-hmm.
is Jose and
No, there's two more.
wait. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Who should we do? Okay, let's
do Jose. Yeah, let's do Jose.
Yeah. Rachel.
Mm-hmm.
So in the beginning of the episode, they're sitting down, and Rachel was communicating that she didn't feel like that he ever apologized for what he did.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just kind of making excuses for what he did and lying about it being an accident. Well, we all know that it was an accident.
I know, come on, dude.
And then I guess I didn't really feel like he apologized in that moment, but she was like,
oh, on the bed when they were on the bed.
No, when they were outside at the table, when she was just
okay,
I can accept this as an apology. I was like, that's not an apology.
Yeah, he really did. I think he is the type of person where it is extremely hard for him to apologize or admit fault. I think that's really hard for him.
But she's trying to call him out on it, which I think is good.
Yeah, definitely.
You have to do that, or you're just
or he'll just keep on steamrolling over you.
Yeah.
But he did like admit his guilt later on in bed, and that was really good of him. That was big of him. Yeah. I was like, because I like them as a couple. I know you don't. Because they were really happy with each other. And I thought that their last week's reactions from both of them wasn't what they were before. So it didn't seem right. So, I'm glad that he admitted his guilt, his wrongdoings, and then he wrote those cards out, and hopefully he's really going to work on it.
Hope so.
Yeah. Because I thought that, maybe she was done, but I think it was just a reaction to how badly he treated her.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So then their 1 month anniversary date was dinner on like the baseball field.
Yeah, that was nice.
And I think he just kind of like reiterated the same things that he said on the vid for the most part. And then at dinner, when Gil asks, if they're falling in love or in like, they talk about, she says that they were like in love, and then they had that incident, and now she feels comfortable again.
Okay, yeah.
We like resolve things. And was it Ryan had said like, oh, when you were talking, he was saying that Jose's face showed that he like really like appreciated that they had overcome everything. But I was reading something different in his face because he
Oh,
looked,
I see. I missed that part. I was listening, but I wasn't, I didn't see his face.
yeah, he kind of wasn't like, he wasn't looking at her when she was talking. He looked kind of mad or
Really? Uncomfortable or mad?
very uncomfortable. Yeah,
Okay.
uncomfortable maybe.
Because he was probably embarrassed.
Yeah, but I mean, his face could have like get a little more remorseful instead of like angry. So I was like, oh, I read something different. But and then after after Ryan said that, then he kind of like brightened up a little bit, and
Okay.
it's just like, yeah, we're working on things.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
I think they are both committed to making it work. So
Right.
at
And
least,
every relationships has its bumps, and they were bound to have it because it can't be perfect forever.
mhm,
You're gonna have your arguments and
yeah,
disagreements.
definitely, yeah.
Mhm.
And then lastly, we have Zach and Michaela. And they just like they're a roller coaster in an episode.
I don't understand them at all, like at all.
Michaela is very passive aggressive, I think.
Hmm. Hmm.
So we start off their story with
Hmm.
the salsa dance lessons with Gil and Mirla.
Hmm.
And on the way there, she just
They
kind
were excited.
of
They
yeah,
on the way there, they were both excited about it.
seems so, but she did express kind of some hesitation about, I guess, being able to keep up with them.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's because we've seen this in past seasons where other couples where, especially with dancing, for whatever reason, dancing gets one of the couples in their
Hmm.
feelings. But
Right.
I guess if you are embarrassed or you feel like you're not performing as well as everyone
Hmm.
else, then maybe that's just a source of embarrassment where you shut down.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
during the lesson, she just kind of gives up and she
Right.
stops. And then when they're supposed to partner up, she just goes and sits down.
So it's not even like she gave up. It was almost like she was upset and was like kind of like standoffish, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it just, instead of just being like, oh, I can't do it, I'm gonna go sit down, she was like, and that gives.
She was enjoying them, like watching them. She was just like kind of smiling, but it was just very passive aggressive. It was more
Right, right.
anger that she
Mhm.
was doing something that she was uncomfortable doing,
Comfortable
that she was
doing.
not good at.
Right, right.
That's just
Hmm.
when you struggling with Zach already, like you just
From
don't
the beginning, you're
just
struggling from the beginning, and it's like you're still doing stuff. Especially she really, to me, it seems like she really wants this relationship to work.
mhm.
More so than he does. And she is still given that nasty attitude. For me, she's not like a pleasant person. I think she's like up and down with her emotions and her attitude. And for me, that would be hard to take, because being at that on that roller coaster, it cannot be fun.
You don't know,
It's like you're sitting on pins and needles waiting for them to react.
right? You don't know what's going to trigger them. It's,
Right,
I mean, it's impossible.
right.
But
Especially if you're a calm person like he is, he's fairly calm. I
yeah.
think that would be hard.
Mhm,
It's almost like she's manic. I don't think she is, but it's like that type of high and low personality all the time.
mhm.
Mhm.
Our expert Gil calls her out.
Yeah, called her out, and she did not yell at him. She was probably scared too, but she she was calm, and she was like, "Yeah, you were right. I should have just tried dancing with him, and made some effort instead of just sitting down upset."
Mhm.
You know,
And it's just like, this whole show is about doing activities and things like that. So to say like, oh, I sat down because I just didn't want to do it.
and it's not true. She sat down because she couldn't do it, which is fine, but you don't have to have that like attitude about it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Um,
But he helped them because Gil did. Because if they would have just left without speaking about it,
mhm.
then Zach would have been upset.
Oh
You
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because I was wondering, I guess it was the taco guilt because I was like, well, how did this turn around? Because, I mean, they did ultimately in the end have a better,
Mhm.
outcome. Um,
Right.
so they celebrated their 1 month anniversary. She planned like dinner. Was it dinner or drinks or something at a recording studio?
Yeah, where he could play the piano, which he
Yeah.
absolutely loved. Yeah, that was great. They really thought, all of them thought about, the 1 month anniversary dates. So it was good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then he planned something. Was it the candles and stuff in the hotel room, or did she do that?
I can't even remember. I think he did. I think that was what he did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
And so they had a
That
little,
was basic, I
yeah.
think. But it's okay.
And he said that he could see himself, which I don't know if I believe it, but he said
I
he could
don't.
see himself falling in love with her.
Right.
And she said that she did love him.
She didn't.
She did say she loved
Oh
him.
yeah, right. Which was, I thought, was like way too soon. Like, I don't understand these two. And he just 3 days ago said he could not see himself falling in love with her. Now
Right.
they had 2 good days and he's falling in love with her. It's
Yeah.
just bizarre.
Yeah, I don't know.
Mhm. Yeah.
um, yeah, so I mean that's where we are. Right
Mhm.
now, I feel like for me, the only couple I see making it to the end and staying married is Gil and Mirla.
Really, yeah.
I
Yeah,
will
I
be
agree.
crushed if anything happens to them. So
Yeah.
he
But
did
we don't see anything in the previews where it shows that they stop getting along.
yeah.
So with Zach and Michaela next week, it seems like they're still getting along.
Mm,
It seems like they're still doing good. But we still have that scene that they showed, that preview that they showed, where she's running around the apartment like a Tasmanian devil, being upset. Do you remember that? And the producers were holding her back.
yeah, she's slaying
Yeah,
the door.
yeah.
Mhm.
So something happens between
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
Hmm.
something happens with them. Johnny and Val, it looks like next week are gonna have a little bit of getting along in the kitchen, but I think there's gonna be issue towards the end. So yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, this season is just like ups and downs.
Hmm.
I think
Hmm.
they're just trying to like psych us out so we don't know who's gonna stay
Right.
together, which is cool. At least
Mhm.
it's entertaining.
Yeah, definitely. It's a really good season.
Really hate any of the couples because I think, well, we definitely last season hated Chris
Oh my God.
and Haley was getting on our nerves too. So
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
we,
Yeah. There's no one like that. Johnny is just a little crazy, but I still like him. I don't hate him, but he's a little yeah. So there's no one who I don't like.
right.
I
So
think
we're
they're
all
all,
rooting for them in some kind of way. Even if,
yeah, they're all good people. And hopefully, I still think that Jose and Rachel have a good chance. I
mhm.
do think that they have a good chance.
They
So,
probably do. But
hmm
I'm concerned about his like he just seems kind of controlling.
hmm
I'm concerned about that. So I think
yeah.
if they do decide to stay married, I don't know how long it's
How
gonna.
long they'll stay married? Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree.
But I really one thing about Gil and Mirla that I really liked one was that he kind of explained that if he had met her when he was younger, that he didn't feel like they would be able to get through it. I think that was good for the other couples to hear that to
Mm-hmm.
show that like you kind of have to have a certain mindset to get
Hmm.
through this process. And he
Right.
explained that they both are coming into it with the same um goal and they want
Hmm.
the same things and it makes
Right.
it easier. And I think that's hopefully that's going to reset some of the couples because I think some of the like Brian, for example, is just kind of has this vision that he doesn't even know what the vision is.
Right.
And so it's difficult to attain because he can't put it into words. So
Hmm. Yeah. I
I,
think a lot of them are in need of the experts' help, and it seems like next week they get
okay, because they do.
it. They do need it. Yeah, for sure.
Well, that's good. So
Yeah. So another good episode.
Yeah, I think everyone should make sure to check out the Unfiltered and see what Johnny had to say about tonight's episode, because he's on tonight's episode of Unfiltered.
It would be good if like they let Bao know what Johnny was saying. So when she's on next, they can ask her and we can get her side of the story, you know?
That would be good. But they do have a reunion, so I think
Yeah.
all of those things will come out in the reunion.
Right. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it will be good.
Well, so we'll see you guys on Sunday, hopefully, with the Real Housewives of Potomac. In the meantime, please don't forget to like this post, like our page, subscribe to our channel, comment below, follow us on Instagram at The Real on the Real, and hit the notification bell.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.